Not sure what to sell on eBay? Watch this video. We'll give you 3 niches guaranteed to make you money on eBay. Hey everyone, thanks for stopping in. Welcome to another Thrift Union video. My name's Kevin. So our main goal with this channel is to show you how you can make money, make a full-time or part-time living reselling new and used items on eBay. Now given that, the question comes, what do I sell? So today we're going to go over 3 niches that we think that are guaranteed to make you some good money selling on eBay. So our first recommendation would be vintage electronics. These can bring you really good money. Anywhere from, in the lows, $20, $25, and depending on what the item is, especially if you get up into the DVD recorders and things of that nature, they can bring upwards of $100 to $200. One of the key things with vintage electronics is you want to make sure that you are testing the items. So when we get them, we test them, of course, when we first get them to make sure they are functional before we list them, and we do test them again prior to shipping just to make sure they still are functional. Just recently, we did have a scenario where was testing in our first one. Prior to shipping, went out and tested again, and it wasn't working. So it's just an example of you definitely want to be checking vintage electronics as they are temperamental. Any slight jolt or ding can stop them from function. We would generally recommend starting with these smalls. Reason being is because they are easy to list and easy to ship. You definitely want to you will more often than not find comparables under the sold listings. So it's very easy to use the sell similar option. And then when it comes to shipping, they are really easy, as you can generally just put some bubble wrap on them, put them in a bubble mailer, and you're usually good to go. So we would recommend getting into the small vintage electronics first, and we can pick these up at garage sales anywhere. Sometimes you luck out, get them for 50 cents. Thrift stores you're generally looking at here in Canada anywhere from $3 to $5, but once again you can generally turn that $3 to $5 into a minimum of $20 to $25. So small vintage electronics, definitely something we'd recommend that you get into. All right, so next we'd recommend shoes. Men's or women's, whether it's dress shoes or sneakers, fitness shoes, what are those, shape ups, generally any men's, women's shoes are going to sell. Obviously it's going to be dependent on the condition, so you want to make sure when you do pick them up, you are getting them in decent condition. Again, we can pick these up anywhere from $5 and upwards of $20, of course, depending on what the style and brand that you're purchasing. With shoes, you don't want to be afraid to spend a little more money, because you usually can, when you are spending a little more money when it comes to shoes, your return is going to be higher. So with shoes, obviously you want to be checking out the condition, make sure they're in good shape. With shoes, you're going to obviously find, again, pretty easy to find sell similar, and they are easy to ship. And of course, we've done a how to package and ship shoes. If you want to check that out, we'll link it up above. So yeah, definitely want to be looking out for men's and women's shoes in general, and boots, of course, this time of year. Boots will sell really good. So once again, shoes. Third recommendation would be jeans. As you know, we just did a video on how to sell jeans, so if you want to check that out, again, we'll link that up there. With jeans, you can't go wrong as long as you're picking up the good styles. You want to make sure you are getting style that are in fashion. You don't want to be picking up some of the older looking models, and they'll be quite obvious when you are outsourcing. You can tell, even if you're really not into fashion, you can tell if it's an older style jean and probably won't move. But again, you want to make sure that you are picking up good brands. So when it comes to jeans and anything, as everyone knows, with reselling, you want to make sure that you are looking all the items up, and you want to make sure the condition is good. Especially with used clothing, condition is key. So you want to make sure the condition of your items that you are selling is in good to excellent condition, of course. Some items will still sell with flaws. If you are picking some of those up, you want to make sure that you're obviously taking some good pictures of that, and make sure you are noting it in your descriptions as well. Yeah, so jeans, again, here in Canada, they can be quite expensive. Generally, if they're not on a 50% off sale, we are looking at about $8 upwards to $15. So we usually do pick them up on half price days only, and anywhere jeans, usually our bottom line on jeans is $25, and they can go up to $60. So yeah, definitely want to be on the lookout for men's and women's jeans. Alright, so that about does it. We just quickly wanted to go over 3 niches that we would recommend to get you started selling on eBay. So once again, we had the vintage electronics, starting with the smalls, men's and women's shoes, and men's and women's jeans. Those 3 items will definitely bring in some good money. So they are things that you should be looking into when you're first starting out on eBay. They are the things that we started out. So we would definitely recommend checking those out. So if you like that content, don't forget, give us a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button and notification bell to be notified when we have some new content uploaded to YouTube. Other than that, thanks for stopping in. Take care. Have a good one.